are beach retreats. I'm sure we've talked about them before on air, but I want to talk about them in regards to vacations in general and how to do it well, because we did we had 3 beach retreats, I think, together over the course of 6 years.
I was only at 2 of them, but you did 3. Yeah.
Okay. So Ben and I had 2 beach retreats together over the course of 4 years, and they were retreats, but philosophically, we tried really hard to make sure that it wasn't just a constant immersion in the faith, right? The whole idea was, no, we're going to go on vacation with like good people who are striving in virtue and fighting for salvation, and we're going to be together. We're going to go to Mass. We're going to pray together at night. We're going to have some conversations. We're going to hear some testimonies. But 90% of the beach retreat was just
hanging out
with good human beings.
Yeah, we had games around. We didn't have like TVs or anything set up, so we weren't playing video games or anything like that. People were out on the beach. We were playing spike ball. We were playing so much chess at the last one. So much chess. And just having a good time, enjoying each other's company.
Well, and what I loved about it is I think those were some of the most effective retreats that I've ever had anything to do with.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it goes to say, just sort of to segue back to what we're talking about, that vacation can be a spiritual experience without it being like, hey guys, we're going to go to Panama City and we're going to spend the entire time inside the church. It's all going to be adoration. Madeline.
Okay, I'm not doing it this summer, but I did do it last summer. I had mentioned like on one of my fun facts for one of the first like videos we filmed. I had gone on a road trip last summer with 4 other friends. And one thing that we really tried to do is we try to go daily mass as much as possible. Like we were going to day mass like in New Mexico and stuff like that.
Awesome.
And we would pray the rosary on like long drives. And it was kind of fun because for a while there we were hitting a mass at least a church, a Catholic church, like once a day. And so we would like break it up and do like a decade in this church and then go to this cathedral and pray a decade here together, and then like all around stuff like that. And it was really cool. We would try to hit as many churches and just pray as much together as possible. And we still had, we hit, I think in total 16 or 17 states.
That's so cool.
So
to this day, I am so bent on going to Europe and doing a Catholic pilgrimage to all these sites. You can go to like Lourdes and like all these places, like
That's
cathedrals.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I want to do it so bad. It'd be so cool.
But I just love the almost lack of purposefulness in what we just talked about, right? And like we're going to go do all of these wonderful things, sure, but this is just about us being together and like we love each other and we enjoy each other's company and we're going to hang out and we're going to support each other in all of this goodness. But the fact of we're just in this good community with good humans, right, working towards the same goal. I think that's beautiful. And you don't have to be so forceful in working the faith into every element of everything you're doing, because if you've got good people together, it's going to happen naturally. It's just beautiful.
And you're just being. Like there was a talk one time going back to the Steubenville conferences when I was in high school. I heard someone give a talk and they were talking about just like our consumeristic culture and how we're always going from one thing to the next. There's always chaos. There's always noise. And we're busy. We're like doing something. They're like, oh, how are you? Your answer is always like, oh, I'm doing this, this, and this. And that's not really what the question is asking. But we were made to be human beings, not human doings. So as human beings, like we're called to just occasionally just be, like exist. And God made the world with such beauty to invite us into it and to invite us closer to him, because he is like truth, beauty, and goodness. Right. And you can see so much beauty in an ocean or even the mountains, on hikes, waterfalls, things like that. So I think summer is a good time because for a lot of people, schedules are a little bit more open, less schooling and that kind of thing. So you have the opportunity to like go out into nature and just appreciate that beauty and be.
Yeah, I think one really great thing that we have this like time built in as a society to take a break. That people don't work as much. I know, like me personally, I work at a conference center and we have less events over the summer. So we have more free time and more weeks where we don't really have much to do. So we get let off early and I have more time to go do things, and people don't have school during the summer. And so it's this great built-in amount of time that we can, instead of working towards making sure Christ and our faith is integrated into our lives, our daily lives, we can just go out and be in the world. And it's like Christ, it just exists there. It's not even that hard anymore.
Because he does.
Because he's just there. When we get out of the monotony of life and just start enjoying it, it's like this underlying faith comes out.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, this summer, if you're listening, if you're watching, just go do real things.
Yeah.
Go do good things with real people.
Whoa, hey, you made it at the end of the video. Way to go. Congratulations. Good for you. That's hard to do nowadays. If you have a second, could you please drop us a like, subscribe, and if you really enjoyed this episode, go check out our full Honest to God. This is just a clip. There's so much more to this.